Your cup, living life with F&D. We won't give up. Spill your coffee, hey, that's okay. We'll laugh it off and seize the day. Sip happens, but we're alright. With Sarah's mug, we'll win the fight. Science stories, laughs and fun. Morning chats for everyone. So take a sip, don't spill the brew. Join the chat, it's made for you.
Well, hello everyone. Hello, welcome back. Got you all discombobulated here. There we go. Straighten you out. I'm such a perfectionist here. Anyways, sorry, that's a little loud. Oh my goodness. It's been a while. Miss you guys. Need some love. The hearts aren't working. Where's the hearts? There we go. We got the hearts. Yay. I think the confetti will do all. Oh, we got the balloons. I think this is balloons. There's the balloons. Now we need the confetti. What else is there? I don't know. There's another one another one or two that I'm kind of missing. Oh, anywho, where is everybody? I know I spring this on you, but honestly, nobody really schedules, to watch, channels. So, anywho. So I've been kind of working on a new song, which I got out. And then I got a ad kind of produced, so I'll share that with you. So go check those out. So anywho, let's talk about real estate. Let me show you some new, it's a sign that you're getting old when you start buying these and you start putting them up here and here and sometimes here, and you lose them all the time and you buy new ones. Yeah, I kind of like these because these are flexy. So yeah, don't I look smart? They're too big for me, but who cares? So I got those. I think they're helping just a little bit. I want to get kind of rid of this because I think that's part of my problem is I squint, and I kind of like having small computers, compact computers, and just throw them in my bag and go. So factor that all in, all those years, 20 years of, tiny computers and tiny, phones and iPads and stuff. So I think that helped last night. I just got these. So because I've been noticing, like I've been complaining about deep intracranial migraines And so I think it was because I'm squinting, and then I have a lazy eye issue that I was born with. So I think that doesn't help. So we will try these for the moment, and then I figured paying $1 for these, and then I should ultimately go and get some eye therapy slash special glasses, specially made and designed for my specific issue. But that also requires doctor poking in my eyeballs, and well, with PTSD and FND and all those things that you deal with, I just don't want to go that route quite yet. I did go to the eye doctor, a couple months ago, give or take, whenever that was, when I thought I scratched my eye, but apparently old age, you get these little cyst things, and she said that it might go away and yada yada. So I was pretty anxious, and I honestly don't like putting makeup on. I don't like having somebody put makeup on me. It's kind of the same, idea, poking at my eyeballs. No. Um, so anywho, anywho. So do I look smart? I liked them because they were pink, but I might go get some blue ones just in case I lose these. I don't know. And I started out with whatever 1%, whatever it's called. Oh, there's the thumb. Hey, that's a good reminder. Go hit that like button if you're watching. So anyhow, that has helped. I am sort of noticing I'm getting like this tunnel vision issue still with these glasses. I don't know. It's kind of a weird sensation. It's like it feels like a mixture of tunnel vision, but it could be the dissociation aspect of all that I'm dealing with. So, so hopefully that goes away. The more I study and try to, different methods and stuff. So, and maybe less squinting. I don't know. Anyways, it's going good. Had a good day yesterday. Got 100% on some of the little quick mini exams. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the rest of the day off or nap, and then so I kind of celebrate in little ways, kind of slow me down because I'm like trying to prove to people that I can do this, and so that's like pushing me probably beyond my limits, and that's probably pushing me to make errors too. But I'm still balancing it, and I know that I will go back and work on the areas where I'm like struggling or like getting kind of zoomed in and not really paying attention because I want to prove a point. So I've been doing that, and I think with all that I've been through the past 2 years, I think I'm doing pretty good, and I'm not gonna let anybody take that mindset away from me. So, and I need to like put things in my past, not suppress it, but put it in the past. Can't fix it anymore. Focus on the present and keep doing what I'm doing, if I'm doing it full force, cool. Keep going, I've been saying all this. Anyways, so kind of the Unstoppable song keeps going in my head. So, anywho, where is everybody? Must be still at work. I wish I could see where everybody, who is on here and yada yada. So, where are you, Flash fan? I haven't seen you, and I watched AJ channel, and of course we were making fun of you a little bit. Told everybody I missed you and miss harassing you. I know you're busy. Don't feel upset or that you're not here. You do what you need to do. 3D world is more important than being online and stuff like that. So I miss you, bud. And Yvonne, you must be busy doing something other. You'll probably pop in a little bit. And then, because I actually kind of fibbed that I was going to come on here on Fridays, but I was like, I'm kind of needing a little bit of a break. See everybody, connect with you guys, let you know what's going on in the real estate, studying, all the things. I'm really proud of myself for doing this and jumping into it. It just brings a new distraction, new focus. Because I'm just like, this channel is for F&D, but it's also to highlight that, you can do stuff, because we deal with a lot of the whole stigma you have a disability and you can't do this and you can't do that, and all these, crazy rules and, ups and downs. Yeah, it's and it shouldn't be like that. So, anywho, I'm trying to decide what to do as far as I really, 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 really. Okay, I'll shut up. Want to get a job with the bus system here, whether it's just an internship, apprentice, unpaid, paid, but I know it's not going to be a paid job because, they've budget cut in $750,000. But I went out the other day, and again, they've made all these changes, and there's nowhere to sit, and there's now a longer wait because I was like, oh, I'm going to go, sit and chill out and at one of my places, hotspot places, and just got done with, shopping for somebody for Christmas, and well, I was expecting the bus to come at like 1:43. I had like 10 minutes to walk across the street, walk through the snow, because in all reality, there could be sidewalk in order to get from the restaurant parking lot to the rest of the sidewalk. So I had to walk in snow, wet snow, and then, which is a lot of fun if you have mobility issues, a walker. Again, if I was in a wheelchair, I'd have to go all the way around, and I just want to cut through, and yeah. So I'm waiting for the light for me to walk across the little street stop, and well, I didn't realize the bus was like right there. And she kind of put her hands up like, like it's my fault that I was going too slow and didn't get there in time, and she obviously couldn't, after the light, stop and get on the bus. But and now I've noticed that these are coming from another town, so they're not familiar with this town. It's not like I noticed when I finally got on the next bus, he just didn't seem personable, and he's like, you need to pull the thing, and pull the line thing. And I was like, well, I really can't reach up that high because I got short issues, and I mostly do things on my dominant side. And if it's like not wanting to function for whatever reason, and then the bus prior, she was like, oh, there is a button underneath the seat, and I didn't know that, because I'm not in a wheelchair, and nobody's ever pointed that out to me. So, but it is good knowledge to know. And but at the same time, is this a sign that this company has changed, and maybe my intuition and the timing and all that is telling me that maybe it's just not a good idea and to move forward, whether it's, um, but I really, really want to make things more accessible because it not only helps me, to be able to pace myself, but it helps others, of various degrees, so. And again, maybe it's not in my lifetime to do these things, so, but it gives me another focus, a positive focus on, advocating, and I don't know, it's just maybe not a good time to do it. I don't know. So, anywho, what else was I gonna say? Dead air. I've been talking for about 20 minutes, so I think I'm gonna share my new little video. Let's do that. And it's about a minute and a half, so you get to listen to me. So, alrighty. Let me ask you a quick question. Have you been suffering from headaches and migraines for years, like me? Let me introduce you to Cryoderm, which is a pain-relieving cold therapy spray that I've been recommending to my own patients, clients, family, friends, and neighbors, and have been using personally for the past 2 decades. That is fast-acting and offers deep pain relief for headaches and migraines, muscle strains, joint pain, back aches, arthritis, sprained ligaments, and even bruising. And if you are like me, who have to be conscious about ingredients, it is paraben-free, propylene glycol-free, aspirin-free, NSAID-free, silicone dioxide-free, and even gluten-free. It contains essential oils and natural extracts, such as MSM, arnica, boswellia, and ilex. Its active ingredient includes 10% menthol. And one last little tidbit about this great product is they split their heat and cryotherapy. So their cold therapy is not going to contain capsaicin in it and camphor, which are both ingredients that increase circulation and inflammation, which are not recommended for headaches and migraines. So go maximize your pain relief today. If you would like more information, you can give them a call at 954-978-9290, or you can visit their website at cryoderm.com. That is CRYODERM.com. Hello, I'm back. What do you think? You like my little ad? That ad is not a paid advertisement, so I am not getting paid unless you order through me personally. So you can go to their website and check them out. Let them know that in some way or some fashion that I am doing these little ads. Anywho, I'm a strong believer in Cryoderm. I forgot in there that there is no aloe, and then other ingredients that that are like grain-based, plant-based. So it's a lot better than the competitor. So anywho, I watched this lady popped up out of the nowhere on YouTube, and there's a lot of relatable stuff in this video, and I think other people could use this little tidbit. So yeah, I did the ad and now I lost you. I had one person watching. This is very, very hard. Doing YouTube is very, very hard. It challenges you. Never thought I would do like podcasts and kind of the radio ads. I'm just, it's hard, but challenging, but good, and all the things. So if you haven't seen me for a while, check and make sure that you are still subscribed. Toggle that notification bell to all. And that way you don't miss out. Share with a friend. Comment down below if you're watching the replay. All the YouTube-y things. So, because I think I will continue doing that, but then I'm like, people get kind of autoimmune to me saying that, and then, but I promise you, once we get to our goal of like, whether it's that 500 now or the 1,000 subscribers, then I will leave you guys kind of alone on all that addy type stuff. So but if you are interested in purchasing through me, locally, or just because you support me and you want me to have the funds, now I did look at Cryoderm and it did lead it to Amazon, and it costs the spray costs about $17. If you bought through me, the shipping and all that would probably be roughly about, I would need a little bit of profit, and then shipping. So give me a chance if you wish to help me out. I would have to buy a whole box of it, 12 bottles of it in order to do that. So, and then I typically put you on a schedule of, making sure that you are still fully stocked with your cryoderm, or if it's been lost or whatever. Anyways, it's just a good way for me to make a little bit of funds. You have something in your, medicine cabinet that, or your bag, your gym bag or whatever. And it does help with migraines. Now, like migraines that are deep intracranial, you'll want to spray it on your sutures, on your scalp. But most of the time, if you are having deep intracranial migraines, it may or may not help with those, but and there might be something else going on. So check with your doctor. Of course, I'm always in the wrong profile. Anyways, but it's good stuff. Highly recommend it as a therapist, and I've used it for my own migraines in the past, and then I had this one. It's kind of funny that you have like these people that just come in your life, but they remind you of somebody else that was in your life in the past. And and this patient, she had narcolepsy and migraines, and she reminded me of my aunt. And then now I have another person in my life that looks, sounds, and acts like my aunt. And so, anyways, and this patient, I was like, okay, time to just get up, and I'll see you in a. Usually, I schedule out 5 minute, and then I try to, of course, get you going, 5 minutes later, and then I have this whole protocol process of because so I'm like out in the office part and just waiting. Then I kind of knock on the door, kind of scratch it, like, hey, I need to, get you going. And then 5 minutes later, I check on her again, but this time I'm like, I knock and kind of peek in, like she's still asleep. And then 5 more minutes later, I think I had her there for like 30 minutes or so, this whole process. And yeah, she fell asleep. Her hair was just like, all poofy, and had cryoderm in her hair, so it kind of does dry out your hair a little bit, but it is good hairspray, by the way. Just saying. A lot better ingredients than, but it was super funny. I miss those days. You go through the milestones, and I've seen patients from infertility, they're struggling to have a kid. My oldest patient that I've ever had was like 99 and a half, and you see their kids and grandkids, and hear about graduation and all the things. I miss it. So if you are a patient watching me out there, definitely miss having you in the clinic. So all the fun times, all the like crazy stuff, but all in all, I miss helping you manage your pain and, being your advocate. Because healthcare, they ping pong you all directions, and, and then you find me who is just like, okay, I get it, absolutely, like, if I were to run, absolutely, I would be like my reevaluations. Have I, made you feel like I was gaslighting you in any form, shape, or form? Because I would like to know, those things to improve, and I don't know. I know it probably none of my business either, but I want to win. I want you to win, as a patient. Anyways, so that's my take on, my professional little stories. Anywho, today is a hard day for me, because I lost my mom about 16 years ago, and that was a hard day. So I'm like trying to figure out what to do to celebrate her life today. And I used to get like little mini cakes, and I'd go all out, decorate it and blow out the candles and stuff. But today I'm just doing ice cream. And got a few little things, to just do my thing. So anywho, doing that today. Gotta start. I'm on session or lesson or whatever they call them. Almost at 11. I've got just a little bit in session 10, and then I should be starting 11 and 12 tonight. So I've got to get off of here sometime. Hello, lurker. And do that and just kind of put my geek glasses, my old lady glasses. Now, if I can, I don't know. I'm getting old. I feel old just putting these on. But if it's gonna help this thing clear up, my old lady line, I'm all for it. Should get some Botox. Get it fixed. Oh my goodness. So back to what I was saying about the bus. I would like to get that. I've called, quite a few times now, left messages. I think it's at the point where I'm like, I'm just going to go all out, go walk in, schedule. I don't even think I'm going to schedule an appointment. I'm just going to go walk in and be like, we need to talk. These are my plans. This is what would help me. This would help, people with disabilities. So if anybody wants to write a letter, if you are local, and ride the system, feel free to email me and give your tidbit. I think even if they did this temporarily, I don't know, they would save a lot more money, and I don't know. So here's a lurkin'. It's probably my family lurkin'. Hello. Guarantee you'll hop out of here after. Gotta harass you from in front of everybody in the world, Gotta harass you, but because it's fun. This whole knowing that family is watching. Up there we go. It's Yvonne. I think it's Yvonne. Oh, it's Wendy. Hey. Even if I say, if I'm guessing or, harassing so-and-so, you don't have to disclose, you can lurk if you want. You don't have to say hey or whatever. It's all up to you what you want to do. So welcome, Wendy. Wendy is a new subscriber, and so hopefully, maybe if you can send me a message, maybe we can collab a little bit. I enjoy watching you on other channels. So anywho, and if I'm like, oh, maybe because there's two Wendy's that I kind of follow and say hey to and all that. So, anyways, if you're the wrong Wendy, sorry. So anywho, I've been working on a painting project. I don't want to show it yet because it's a Christmas gift. I got to go kind of all out, and I call it the Clara Woods technique, where I just made a mess, and of course I'm going to have to clean this mess up, and just kind of use my fingers and put, paint wherever, So it was good therapy. And I don't know how Clara Woods does this, because on huge canvases, I like my little itty bitty portrait size. So this one is about a 24 by, I want to say 24. Yeah, 24 by 36. And it was just kind of like was going to kind of do an abstract, but then I just like got all into it. And so hopefully I get it done by Christmas. And so I'm looking forward to that person receiving that. Yeah. Wendy, you are the nurse that I wanted to have some fun with and chit chat and just kind of pick your brain a little bit. So just message me whenever, and if timing is not right or whatever, we'll figure it out. So, and I know 3D world is ever so busy. So, especially this time of year. So, let's just get over the holidays and kind of reevaluate from there or whatever. So, I was gonna show you guys. This is my friend. She did a lot of writing and editing, mostly editing massage books and medical terminology for a long time. She's written books, mostly edited. And now she's in with Cryoderm, and she did a thing with Lloyd List, who is, I think, the CEO or the marketing guru in Cryoderm. So I think this is really important to listen to, why I'm a big advocate for Cryoderm. So let's do this. Let's go, Boomer. Screen. Doop. There we go. There we go. He's probably gonna hate me. Why did you put my face on there? Why did you share this? All good. I'm marketing. Keep him busy. Oh. Alrighty, let's play.
Laura Allen here at the World Massage Festival, and I am about to speak to Lloyd List, who is the founder and CEO of Cryoderm. So, him, how you doing, Lloyd?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Tell me something about how long Cryoderm's been in business. What gave you the vision to found that?
This is our 22nd year, and we started Cryoderm actually out of need because I had back issues and I didn't like the products that were available, and so I created Cryoderm and turned it into a part-time business, and it just boomed from there.
Boom from there. And
Yeah.
so Cryoderm is plant-based, isn't that correct?
Yes, we try and keep our products as clean as feasibly possible, and we use, for instance, we use a grain alcohol instead of isopropyl alcohol in our products, and so we try to keep it clean.
And in menthol we trust, isn't that right?
Well, yeah, actually our menthol is plant extract.
Yes.
And most people, 99 and 9/10% of other products, they're all using menthol made by Dow Chemical.
That's just not a good thing.
No, it's a synthetic product. And actually it doesn't work as well because it doesn't initiate the same response from the cold receptors that natural menthol does.
And also the menthol in Cryoderm is 2 to 3 times the amount of menthol that's in other comparable products, isn't that
true.
right?
Yes.
So why mess with the rest when you can get the best? Now, Cryoderm just a few years ago also ventured into massage therapy products with their TheraBlend line, which is pH balanced at a level that is close as possible to the pH level of the skin. Those also contain plenty of good plant extracts and plant-based oils. So, tell us about the TheraBlend products.
What I decided to do was, I'm also a massage therapist, is I felt it was important for therapists to have a line of products that not only they could use as a lubricant, but in addition they would be treating the skin, because after all, the skin is the largest organ in the body. So they have hyaluronic acid, which helps draw in moisture. They're pH balanced, so you don't offset the balance of the pH on the skin. It can cause all kinds of problems. And, basically what we need as massage therapists, depending upon the kind of work we do, we need a product for that type of work. So if you do deep tissue and you do sports, you need something with just a more drag.
Yep.
And that's kind of a little tacky. So you can invest in the deeper fascia, but still yet not pull skin. Just enough glide. And then if you're doing effleurage type of massage or relaxation, you need something that's more lubrous. So we've created 4 basic products that go from very tacky to very lubrous. And we recommend to each person, based on the kind of work that they do, which product would be best for them.
Well, I am a little bit prejudiced, but my favorite thing is the Healthy Balance hydrating face cream. That is excellent. I would shoot myself before I would go to bed at night without putting that on. I use it every single night.
Well, so this is another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. I created a product just for the face and another one just for the feet.
Yes.
Because what you put on the body, you wouldn't put on the face, or you certainly shouldn't.
Right.
And what you put on the feet, you shouldn't put on the face or the body. So the foot product has tea tree oil in it. It's got peppermint oil in it. It's great for, somebody's passing me a bottle of face.
Very invigorating.
Thank you. It will give you a pepperminty tea tree smell on the feet, and it leaves it warm, and I'm getting past the bottle. I don't know the lady who's doing it, but thank you very much.
This is one of the Resmer twins.
I'm the other one. I'm the right one.
Okay. So this is the foot cream, extreme foot cream, and amazing product. Everybody loves it. And then we have these say not for sale tester because we're using them. They are for sale. You can buy them. And this is the face cream. Now this is a size, of course, you would use in a clinic.
In the clinic, yeah.
Right, at where you work. This is too much for one person, but we do make small 1.7 ounce bottles that you can resell to your clients. And so we've created a line of products that have face cream, foot cream, body creams in every lubricity and drag.
Now, I have to mention my favorite massage product, which is the magnesium calming cream.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff is the bomb. So tell us a little bit about.
Yes, that product is new. So I have not, I had no idea that they were bringing out Dead Sea salt magnesium. So I'm wanting to try that. So I wanted to pause that because most likely I'm going to get tagged, but we'll see. We'll see.
About that.
Well, so what we did is in the magnesium calming cream is we brought in Dead Sea salt from the Dead Sea because, as everybody probably knows, it's the most highly mineralized salt in the world.
Yes.
And people actually fly from all over the world to go lay in the Dead Sea for the mineralization.
32 minerals, is that right?
Yeah.
I think there's 32 minerals.
So
that is a wonderful cream.
So we put it in a really nice cream that's a good moisturizer as well as a lubricant. We recommend that people use that for spot work, but there are people who do home massages with it, and they call it a mineralization massage, and they charge $30 more.
Yes, and one thing to point out about the magnesium calming cream is that is created with the same, what is it called, hydrogel?
Oh, it's also got hyaluronic acid.
Yes.
It's all pH balance.
Yes, but it also is made with the hydrogel, I can't talk, technology, which is the same technology that is used in the pharmaceutical industry for transdermal medications. So
Correct.
I believe 80%.
Yeah.
80% of the magnesium is actually goes across the skin barrier and is absorbed into your body, and we all need magnesium.
You actually absorb more that way than you do if you take it orally.
Yes.
You lose a lot in your digestive tract. Plus, if you take it orally, there can be other complications.
Yes.
That's awesome, Wendy. This product is definitely one of my favorite products I use. They talk about gliding and stuff. I am, as a therapist and, personally, I love massages, but there are some massage therapists that make you feel like an oily little ham when you go home, or you are like, I need to take a shower, just, So the cream, it doesn't take very much. This is great for headaches and migraines. Great. It's a great product. Ever since I found this. Anyways, if you are still interested in watching this video, it's not much longer. Let me see. Oh, I'm almost done. But at the same time, I don't want to get zapped. Go ahead and visit their website, learn more about it at cryoderm.com. Mostly I will probably get copyright, but I'll just talk to Laura Allen. and she may or may not fix it or whatever. She'll talk to the people over there at crowderm.com, convince them to let me to do this and the copyrights and all that. Anyways, so Wendy, I highly suggest this for Christmas. Stocking stuffer for anybody. You can either send me a message via email with your real name, your alias, all your information, and I can get you all hooked up with that. Or you can just go to their website and order through them, because it looks like you can get it through the Amazon and all layout jazz, whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever is easiest. Alrighty. So, Yvonne, the VNS implant. I know a lot about that. I need to call you, and we can chat. I've been so busy with school, so I apologize if I keep making false promises to you, but you understand. So, anywho, oh, I was gonna show you guys also, maybe I'll wait a little bit for that one, because give you a little bit of a break. What is everybody doing for Christmas? Holidays, Hanukkah, whatever else is coming up. I can't keep track. Any exciting traditions? I can't wait to see family and hang out. Yep, it's crazy. You know that I'm stressed when I'm drinking pop all the time, so I need to probably stop doing that. Sorry, guys. I rather do pop than smoking or vaping. Just saying. So anywho, I hope I'm not like I've kind of given up on the whole health thing right now. Just takes a lot of work, you know? It takes a lot of work. Are those gummies melatonin? See, I think it was our friend, the expert. He was, I think, you know that I watch too much YouTube. And now that I'm in school, now I'm like out of the loop too. So yeah, melatonin can kind of make your brain kind of lazy. And it's not good taking it long term. And I feel like my night terrors, and I get like those lucid dream night terror, which is not fun. And then I want to sleep all day, and I don't know if that factors in, Wendy. If I'll kind of catch you up on, I was genetically tested because twice for medication sensitivities with psychotropic drugs. And so I carry I call it the mother effer gene, which is metabolic. And so you get what I'm saying there. So I don't do very well with medications in general, never have, never will. So I've tried, the alternative medicine stuff. I still have, weird issues. So I'm just like, it's so hard because you're like, I gotta hit, you're pressured to eat healthy, and then be damned if you do, be damned if you don't, and it's never ending. So, but at the same time, I'm like, I've got to eat. I've got to, and then I can always start it over again later down the line. But I'm trying to debate on doing the ketogenic diet, but you hear all sorts of midwives' tales and all these things. So, but at the same time, healthcare, is a total mess. I wish doctors would stop working, doctors, nurses would stop working for these franchise third party companies someday. Because it doesn't help anybody. So I was also listening to, you watch too much YouTube. That's why I created a song. You might be a YouTube addict, so you might want to listen to that, Wendy. You might like it. And I thought it was pretty cute. So, all right, guys. Let's. I'm gonna have you listen to this, Chicky Poo and Chickadee, whatever you. I think I like the name Chickadee. Yeah, Wendy, it does nobody good. And looking back, I was trying hey, I want to get with a dietitian. I want to do alternative, and they just look at you and like a deer, and that's about to get run over the headlights, whatever I'm trying to say, um scratching their heads. I'm like, it's not cool. It's And then when I went, I think it was my third visit to a psych ward. At that time, I had like all these food restrictions slash trying to eat healthy, and the person there, the doctor, actually the person that admitted me and one of the doctors, I saw like 7 different doctors, and she's like, I don't know what to do with you. And then they were like denying me of, snacks, and oh, you are missing out. Oh, we can't give you this because, of that reason. It was nuts. Like, and then they would like serve like, you all know that I don't like ham. I don't like it. It's just not my thing. And it's not me being picky. It's just it does not bode well with my system, you know. And then I was like, well, I can't really have this because, and it's not for religious, religious reasons either. It's just my, I don't want to be sick, and can I have a turkey sandwich? And, it's like, okay, I'll go make you a turkey sandwich, and or the other patients get there first, and somehow they would get my sandwich in the mix of all the chaos. But or they would be like, oh, here's an apple, here's an orange, which is great. You're you know but I can make that choice, if you, let's say you gave everybody chips and you gave me an apple, you know, okay, chips are gonna be okay, whatever. I'm an adult. If I want to be sick on something, anyways. And then what also is annoying is that there was a therapist there that he had a stroke, and he couldn't really talk well, he couldn't really write well, but he really wanted to help me, get to a place where I could get, the services that I needed, with a dietitian, and really, really, really work on this. Because I do think it is an eating disorder, you know, and a lot of my thinking on addiction, mental health is more, we're not eating right. We're getting fed junk, chemicals, and so I think, and then a lot of kids are so-called ADHD um, and all this stuff with theories on autism and and but I think it's food related, dyes, chemicals. I mean, you don't want to deplete it totally out of your system. You don't want to I mean, it's fine every once in a blue moon, but when you realize that you have problems with, this and that and the other, then, I'm older than 18. I can make that decision, those bad decisions, whatever. So that's my thinking on all this. But a place should never deny human food. This whole journey, I just wish I had never made the mistake. I wish I had gone to the hospital, I call it the real hospital. I thought I was doing the right thing by, seeking professional help, and I shouldn't get to this point where I don't trust, healthcare professionals. Just saying, Um, but yet again, I wouldn't have met all of you guys on, YouTube. That wouldn't have all existed. So at the same time, um, and for you guys to be part of the journey, whether you are a YouTuber, whether you are somebody that I've collabed with, gave, my little two heart, hellos, how are you, my little check-ins with, specific people, random, a lot of that is random. It's like, yeah, it's crazy how things transform and evolve and all those things. So, well, guys, I'm gonna do this little fix your focus. I think this popped up at the right time, and I know that my life isn't as bad as many with F&D. I'm not saying that to ego, all the things. I think I'm making headway and transforming and just doing all the things that I need to do. And I think it's also important to say that don't get yourself stuck. don't be taken advantage of, and I'm not going to be the one that's getting, so anywho, thank you guys for, being part of my journey and helping me, move forward in the future. And I hope I can make, my grass a little greener, make my own American dream. I just, life is a struggle, and I hope I'm helping people out there. I watched another video, 60 Minutes, and I'm like, I hope I'm, making a positive thing for whoever out there, and not, impacting negatively, yeah, 2026, time flies, and it seems to be flying faster than ever. And I think it's too that I sleep a lot, because of this disorder, because I have the mother effer gene metabolic thing, which wipes my energy totally out. Like, I have pain that I have to deal with, if I overexert, all these things that I have to just factor in. It's exhausting. But so I just want to make sure, that I'm making a positive impact. And to you do you, boo, but I'm not really responsible for anybody but myself. These are my stories. These are, my things that, that have happened. These are all the things. So, my gosh, I've been talking for almost an hour and a half, and I've gotta go geek out, go get my smarts on, you know. And so let's listen to this real quick. If this girl doesn't woo, I'm getting dizzy with those. Doesn't inspire you, I don't know. I think she inspires me. I don't think, I think I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, brain fart. All right, let's boomer again. We call these boomer moments where I have to go figure out what I want to do here. Let me do this. Her name is McKinnon Galloway. I'll leave it that way. There we go.
And I had my first spring surgery. It was really.
Oops.
When I was 18, I had my first spring surgery. It was really tough, but I moved forward. When I was 21, I had my second spring surgery. Again, also terrifying, but I was back in college in 10 days. When I was 23, I had a grand mal seizure, and I was diagnosed with epilepsy. When I was 25, my dad took his life. That one shattered me. But eventually, I picked up the pieces, and I moved forward. When I was 29 completely broke me. I had my third and fourth brain surgery. My eye rolled inwards. I got complete paralysis on the side. I had a cerebral stroke, and I lost all of my hearing. I am completely deaf. So I couldn't really see. I could barely walk. I couldn't really speak, and I definitely couldn't hear at all. And it was the first time I remember thinking, how much does a person have to go through? I can't do this. I'm done. And I stayed in that mindset for a really long time because I remember looking in the mirror and it was like this stranger looking back at me. I knew I wasn't moving forward, but I also knew it wasn't healthy staying exactly where I was. But one day it dawned on me. I couldn't stay in the same mindset that wasn't helping me heal. So I had to fix my focus. So I had to change, I can't do this, to figure it out. And once you do that, that is so unbelievably powerful because you stop staring at doors that won't open and all of a sudden these windows do. Solutions. So I started working with some of the top deaf technology companies in the world. I went to studio therapy, I went to speech therapy, and I finally got back the life that I thought I had lost. So my advice to you, if you're struggling with something, stop saying, I can't do this, and start saying, I'll figure it out. Because once you do that, you're unstoppable.
You're unstoppable. I think that mind-blowing message of the day. Like, now here's the thing. I need your help, you know? So I want to do this bus thing. So hopefully you guys can think about me when I talk about those stressful moments. I'm doing real estate, which I was like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this, you know, for you guys don't realize I've been in somewhat real estate most of my life, you know, because I've moved about 33, 34, 35 times in my life. I remember the days when my mom would, you know, drag me along with the real estate agent looking at this house and that house. And my mom used to always do like new furniture. And then, you know, looking for places for my massage practice and all these things, you know. I'm like, why not? You know, so the person that, you know, has invested in me to do this, you know, um, you know, big, big old hearts. I'm hoping that, you know, I can get it done and move past that point where, you know, where I'm working and helping. I'd love to get to that point. I just need to, you know, when that hurdle comes where I'm like, okay, if this doesn't work out, yeah, and I know it's gonna come pretty quick where I'm at the finals and, you know, I'm anxious about, you know, testing and stuff. Um so and if I have to take the test over and over and over and over again, so be it. That's what I've been learning, taking these little mini tests. So, um, I just need to like learn to get out of my brain just because I have a disability. And I think that girl, if I listen to her enough and enough and enough, um, that I will get that, you know. So what? So what if I have a disability? Keep moving, you know. I think this was a powerful move for me, you know. A powerful move for, you know, just for somebody to do that for me, you know, open that door. Um, yeah, they probably got tired of me, you know, bitching and whining and, you know, and, uh, you know, I think it's gonna open that door and I'll probably say until everything is done and I'm working. If it doesn't work out, you know, okay, at least I tried, you know. So I don't know. I just need to listen to her and follow her and stalk her and, you know, because that's just like very, 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 very parallel to, you know, not as extreme, but hits me parallel, you know. And I've come a long way, you know, in 2 years. Um, and I try to figure out, you know, okay, this is X, Y, and Z, and take 2 steps back, 2 step leaps, steps, runs, sprints, crawl. Um, so thank you, McKinnon, if you ever watch that. So, yep, if a door doesn't open, find a window, find a window, find a mouse hole, pinhole, bug the hell out of people. um, you'll find your people too, you know. And I think that's also very hard as an adult is starting over and finding those friends, and you just kind of have to like just be like a kid again where you be my friend, and I'm super annoying, you know, but let's let's be friends or something. And try to make time for your friends, family. It's hard these days to, making time. So, anyways, go transform the world. Go hug your family, friends, pseudo family, friends. Go enjoy life. Alrighty. I will see you on the next one. I might come back on here tomorrow. I might not. Maybe Saturday. But if you don't see me, holler, say hello, and that'll convince me to come back on here. Go hit that subscribe, like button, do all the YouTube things, and share. Especially if somebody is dealing with F&D or any disability, in the matter of fact. And if you are struggling, you're not alone in this. Come back, watch my videos. Maybe I can, light your little spark a little match for you, and kind of go from there. So, love you guys. Time to go geek out with my hearts. Come on, hearts. Come on, hearts. Let's go. There we go. I just have to really emphasize it. The artist in me has to, I look like a geek. Bye, guys.
Well, that's a wrap. The coffee's done, but our fight's just begun. We power strong like warriors do, living life with F&D and you.